Hey there, how are you? Welcome back to another episode of the Junior of High School series. We're back with another week. Today, nothing really happened, honestly. Nothing all too eventful, but let's just talk about today. So this morning, I just walked up to school with somewhat tall dude again, but we didn't talk about anything or like anything deep, like how we did on Friday. We just had some little conversations, nothing much. When we got to school, we broke. In the scripture, I said we broke up. I meant to say we broke off. He went to go get some breakfast, and I just went to the library. At the library, I just hung out by myself, and then Filipino came, and then somewhat tall dude and Gummy joined us. I tried doing some work, but I spent most of my time just trying to DJ, which, by the way, I actually know how to somewhat competently create a song that is somewhat good, and it's not complete ear trash. So yeah, I'm getting the hang of DJing. Again, I'm not very good, but I'm just learning the ropes here. However, I will say like what I'm doing right now is a lot better than what I was doing a while ago. But I'll talk about DJing a little bit later. But anyways, this morning I just hung out with those dudes. No Mason, the wizard on the piano. I don't recall seeing him today at all. Like I didn't see him in the hallways or out at lunch. So for all I know, he could have not come to school. I'm pretty sure he did go to school, but I didn't see him. Also, no amiable artist with cool glasses in the library as well. I think again with Mason, she could have been in the library this morning. I wasn't really paying attention, so I don't really know. Probably a good thing that I wasn't paying attention because now I don't have any regret in me. Because let's be real here, she was there. It's not like I would go up to her and say hi because I'm a giant wuss. But anyways, I just hung out with them, did some DJing, and then school started. So first class, we have AP Lang. Now, AP Lang, my teacher, was not at class today, so we had a sub. However, all we did was just go to AP classroom, do some assignments, watch some videos. Next, we have, during that time in AP Lang, I was uh, just doing, just studying for my U.S. history test because, like even though I studied, I still want to just be prepared and all. Speaking of which, let's just go on to U.S. history. So U.S. history, we had a test today. I studied. I didn't really review a lot comparatively to my past U.S. history tests. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, for my past U.S. history tests, I would just look over my notes like after every class period, and like at the end of the week, just review what I have. You know, just keep up to date on U.S. history. For this chapter, I didn't really do that. However, I still was prepared. I still studied yesterday. Uh, so this test, specifically, at the beginning of the test, so I was just reading some of the questions, and there were some questions where I was confused and did not know the answer to, which kind of scared me a little bit because like, oh shoot, this is what I get for not studying. However, eventually I got those. Like I eventually I figured them out. It's like, oh yeah, like I was just digging way back there, and got the answers out. So I feel pretty confident that I did well on this test. But again, you never know. I could bomb it. So again, we're just gonna try and curb our expectations a little bit here. I think I did. I think I still did well enough though, even with the curbed expectations. Uh, Also, when I finished my test and turned in my test to my teacher was fooling around with me a little bit, like joking around and pulling my leg a little bit. So basically, I turned in my test, and then he took my test, and then do I have some paper? I don't have paper with me, but I just handed him the test, and then he took the test, and then he kind of like whacked my hand with my test, kind of like smacked. He just smacked me with some little paper on my arm, you know, just kind of like just trying to fool around a bit. Like he's just doing a little trolling. Why did I say that? Anyways, I just feel pretty good about U.S. history test. I think I probably know why he did that because, I did pretty well on my previous U.S. history test. So it's just like expectations. Like, oh yeah, this guy, like this. Maybe he's like saying like this guy knows his stuff. Just like pulling my leg a little bit. I kind of like that. Anyways, after U.S. history was lunch, my U.S. history class was quite a ways away from the cafeteria, so I was a little late to the cafeteria, which means basically, like all the people, all the students were already there, so like the tables and chairs were already taken. However, my friends did get a table though. However, there weren't that many seats available, so I had to find one. But it was fine though. I just sat with I sat next to a girl who reminds me of a bunny, shaggy hair Pino, and guy who reminds me of a panda. At my table, we have the usual faces. We have Confidation, Chilipina, Tall Chilipino, Baker Making Bank, guy who reminds me of a panda, Ethan, the guy from the birthday video, Swaggy Golfer Dude, and Hype Man Wrestler. Hopefully, I didn't forget anyone else. But I feel like I should just create a unique name to encompass all of the, basically just encompass all my friends or like my clique. So I don't have to say all their names out all the time. And I think it'd be a lot, a little bit more unique and a lot funnier. So I have a name available. This may not stick. I don't really know, but we'll see how this one goes. How about the name Filipino Faithful? Because we're all Filipino. I don't really know about that faithful part, but sure. But I was thinking, well, my options were either that or I was thinking something along the lines of Awesome Asians, but that's really corny. So Filipino Faithful it is. Filipino Faithful is still kind of corny, but I think it's slightly better than Awesome Asians. Again, I don't really know if it'll stick, but I'll put some thought into this of like giving us a unique name. But for now, Filipino Faithful it is, I guess. Anyways, during lunch, I just worked on DJing some more, so I downloaded some more songs so I could try remixing those. I basically downloaded the whole Silk Sonic album, which, by the way, absolutely slaps. Like, my goodness, every song is a banger. Gotta say, my personal favorite is either Put on a Smile or After Last Night. Put on a Smile, I'm sure you'd understand why a guy like me would like that song or resonate with the lyrics. Anyways, After Last Night, I just find the lyrics hilarious. I'm like, gushy, gushy, good. You'd be like, what is that? It's just funny, and it also has a nice beat. Also, like, I think the first 20 seconds are like a little funky, I should say. But anyways, I just tried remixing some more songs. I like taking oddball songs and putting them together, like Lil Nas X, Industry Baby, and Jason. Is his name Mraz or Mars? I forget. I think it's Mraz. But basically, I took the song "I'm Yours," Industry Baby, and "I'm Yours." A better combination. Name a better combination. So I did that, and while I was remixing, I had one guy at my table notice what I was doing. So I just explained. So he asked me like, "Well, this is what he's asked me." He's like, "Yo, are you making SoundCloud? Like, are you gonna be a SoundCloud rapper?" Like, no. I'm just like trying to remix some stuff here. So basically, I told him, "Yeah, you know that." Basically, the Homecoming DJ, he was so bad that he inspired me to take on DJing or like somewhat understand it. Basically, just to be better than him. So that was my reason. So I just told him that. So it's just DJing and then lunch ends. So I just grab my stuff and book it to Spanish. So as I was walking to Spanish, I see amiable artist with cool glasses in the hallways again. Now, of course, like I would, or it's just programmed into me. But I try to avoid her, which again, I just love adding more regret and torture to myself. However, I saw that she also moved to the, like, she was, like, base. Okay, so it's hard to describe, but I'm just gonna paint out the situation first. So we were walking in the middle of or like she was walking in the middle of the hallway, and I was walking in the hallway as well. And then she walked towards the other side of the hallway as well. And now, of course, I moved the other side of the hallway as well. So basically, we just both avoided each other. At least I think we did. I keep thinking that everything she does involves me in some way, shape, or form. Obviously, no. That's pretty stupid, and that's not at all how it works. And just stop that idea right there, because you have no idea how sad, stupid, idiotic that idea is. Don't even call it an idea. It is just a low-level organism that should not be given any sort of thought at all. Just leave it to die. But yeah, started in the hallways. Again, didn't do anything because I'm a wuss. Anyway, so let's move on to Spanish. So Spanish was just fine enough. It was all right. We just spent the class going over the preterite and making sentences in the preterite and making verbs and all that, which is fun, I guess. Again, with Spanish, I was almost falling asleep. After school, I just hung out with Chilipina, Ethan, Confidation, Baker Making Bank, Swaggy Golfer Dude. Everyone else played a few card games, except I went to go change because I wanted to go to my school's gym and work out a bit. So I leave. So I get changed. I leave, or I get all my stuff, and I say bye to all my friends, and then I go to the gym to work out. All I did at the gym was just work out on the treadmill for 45 minutes, and then when I was done with the gym, I just walked. Like I still had to walk to the station, so 45 minutes of walking plus like an extra 15 minutes of walking to the station, along with my heavy backpack and my dead legs, basically means I'm gonna trip for hell. But I got here in one piece, and that's basically the end of my day. So now we're going to be talking about DJing a little bit. So I said before that I was messing around with that DJ app, or with this DJ application this morning, and I was just downloading some songs and trying to put some songs together, and trying to have some fun with it. So last night my dad helped me out with DJing. Basically, he just told me how to make a good beat, and he told me the formula. So you see, before I was just taking two songs and playing them at the same time, which is guess what? A bad idea. That's not exalt. I mean, that's not at all how it works. So my dad told me you got to play one song's instrumental and have the vocals of another song playing over that. So you could have I don't know, what's a good example? I guess you could have like Bruno Mars's "Treasure," that beat, along with the vocals of what would be a good song to pair with that? I'm trying to think of what songs I have in that catalog. Sure, we'll just say Industry Baby. Like you have the rap parts of you have the vocals of Industry Baby, along with the beats or the instrumental of Bruno Mars's Treasure. So basically, that's the formula: instrumental and vocals. So last night I took the song Classic, took that instrumental, and took the vocals from Bruno Mars's Finesse to create a somewhat competent track. And my dad liked it. Maybe he's just being nice, but it was a lot better than what I had before. So I tried doing that this morning, basically just trying to take more songs, trying to put them together. So I downloaded a few more songs and tried to mix them together. So I actually took screenshots of those songs. So I'm gonna go pull them up real quick. But I came up with quite a few bangers. We have, let's see here. Okay, well we have Classic, Bruno Mars Finesse. We already went over that. We also have I Got Five on It and Catching Feelings by Inigo. Sure. Again, I like taking oddball songs, putting them together. We also we also have Bruno Mars's Finesse. We have that instrumental along with Classic's lyrics. So we just basically flipped. We also have Marinucci Sadistic, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, and Dibali Nalang. Again, we just like taking oddball songs here. We also have Industry Baby and Jason Mraz, I'm Yours. We already said that. Let's see. We also have Bruno Mars's Treasure along with Best Song Ever by One Direction. I think I actually like. I think I really like that one. I think that's a good combination. And lastly, we have Race Car by Gabe Bondoc and Knots by Mora and Neiman. Again, we just like taking oddball songs and putting them together. So, just having some fun with it. During lunch, I was also messing around with that DJ application again. I think I already said that, but I downloaded more songs, and one mashup that I had at lunch was we had Drake's "Nice for What," the instrumental for Drake's "Nice for What," and Lil Wayne's "Miss Officer." That song, we had the vocals in the background, and I gotta say, it didn't sound that bad. Well, okay, look, it obviously would have sounded better if if I was actually good at this, but it didn't sound too bad compared to what I had before. Now I need to stress this: the stuff I'm making, it's not exactly the hottest stuff out there, but it's a lot better than what I had before, and you can tell that I've grown somewhat. So yeah, that's about it for this video. I kind of like DJing. It's a lot of fun, and it's also very unique. It's a very unique trade. Hopefully I can get better, and hey, maybe even get something out of this. Like my dad was just telling me this idea, hey, hey, do you have DJs at high school parties? And well, I wouldn't know because I don't go to high school parties, but I'm assuming no. I'm assuming the most the music at high school parties is just a Spotify playlist running from Alexa. Like nobody's out there mixing DJs. So I said, that could be you. Maybe you could be there. Like you could go to those parties and actually mix. Get a hype crowd or whatever. So, that's what I mean when I say maybe I can get something out of this. But I don't really have anything else to say. I do have a few tests coming up. I have a trig test tomorrow. I should probably study for that. I have a bio test. Oh, jeez. I think I have an ethics test tomorrow. Oh, gosh. Okay, I have a bio test. Well, I have a bio test Thursday. I have a trig test and an ethics test tomorrow, I think, for ethics. I'm pretty boned this week, but I should probably get on those. But whatever. Or no, not whatever. I mean, we'll get on those. But also, I want to make the most out of this week. I say that every Monday. I say I want to make the best out of this week, and then don't do that. But I really mean it this time. Famous last words. But yeah, that's really all. That's really all for this episode. So, sayonara. Take it easy. See you, people.